How's it going? Just getting ready to apply some finish here. Don't have my tripod, so if I set you down, sorry about that. Not too bad. Just kind of burning the late night oil here. Adding the hardener to the hard wax oil. Where are you from? This company is located in Louisville, Nebraska. What's nice is this is almost a fraction of Rubio Monocoat. Same ingredients, so gives a pretty good finish. So if you tuned in last week, yes. As you can tell, some of the decor is popping up now, so definitely helps out. Earlier today, we hung up that mountain lion, carried that over. So the house is coming together. This finish is pretty easy to apply, so really can't mess it up. One of the greatest things about this is, say there's a blemish in your table, you can literally just sand it down, reapply, and it'll blend in pretty seamlessly, so that definitely helps out. As you can tell, I filled some of the table in with some epoxy and Starbond black. Set you down here quick. How's every night's going? I'll be hanging that tomorrow. I turned out really nice too, and just basic corner shelf. Really cool shower. Stone. Try to polish these up a little bit. Some of the dust got into the fibers a little bit, but we'll see how it turns out. If I need to, I'll sand it down again. But I kind of like it. We'll see what the customer thinks too. What's up, Ozier? How you doing? How do you pronounce your name? Is it Dursun? It's a Rustic Lumber Store's Furniture Oil. So it's similar to Rubio Monocoat, just almost a fraction of the cost too. If you'd ever like to give it a try, just shoot me a message either on Facebook or Instagram. I can send you my affiliate link and we can both make a little bit of money and save some. This is the Pure Finish. I've used their, I think it's the chocolate on red oak, and it turned out really, really nice. Yeah, I was polishing these up a little bit, and you can kind of see a little bit of the graying, so we'll see how it turns out. Because if I need to come back, I can always sand it again. But as you can tell, their style is very artistic, and so maybe they might actually enjoy it. But it's really cool to have this hickory, then match the cabinets too. So it's like similar but different. Earlier today, we hung the mountain lion. That was a chore in itself. Also brought in the bear. A little bit ago, I finished the sink, the countertop. So then that kind of dry, then I have to buff it again and reapply another coat of finish. But it's getting close. Kind of the grand reveal is going to be on Saturday, so. Yeah, but that really brings that table to. First time doing bow ties, so I was proud with the results. Maybe they aren't the exact prettiest, but they're pretty close. What's nice is with these little bar stools like this, they're adjustable, so depending on who's sitting at the table, they can raise it or lower it. Oh, definitely. Yeah, and I'll take a picture tomorrow too. And get an opportunity to kind of buff it in a little bit more. But yeah, you can already see. Kind of wish there was a way, because either you make too much or you make too little. So it'd always be nice to have like a little backup piece that I could add the excess to, but usually it doesn't work out that way. But this customer, I'm probably gonna give him like maybe a charcuterie board or something, just kind of as a thank you from some of the cutoffs, and I think they'll really appreciate that. It's kind of crazy how this whole project came about. Is literally, I'm a part of a community group where we're trying to get donations for some picnic tables, like we're doing all the labor and stuff like that. But she just kind of heard my passion about wood, even if it was a Doug fir picnic table. And she's like, that's the guy I want to, kind of bring her dream to life. So when I first came in here, it was studs, and then it was green walls, and little by little, it's actually coming together. And the color's worn on me a lot. So at first I wasn't exactly sure, but it's really cool, especially even just like having the lights up there and how it accents the baskets and things like that. Those little details. Then her husband shot all these. The moose, that was kind of a bear to hang, but luckily my buddy gave me a hand and we were able to get it up there, and we didn't break it or anything like that because I was kind of nervous, especially when you're trying to balance on a ladder and things like that. So many things could go wrong. So, and that's one of those things you don't want to break in front of a customer. Then here you are trying to CA glue something back together. It definitely wouldn't be good, especially if, just think if I was like live streaming it or something like that. I could only imagine, like something like that crazy would happen, like when I'm like live streaming. But usually I try to be pretty safe. Sometimes I do some sketchy stuff where, it's definitely not OSHA approved, and just need to kind of be more aware about stuff like that. Sometimes we get in a hurry, and that's when accidents happen. So thankfully, sometimes people call me out and be like, yeah, I probably shouldn't be doing that. So, but it's just one of those things, It just takes a few seconds for something bad to happen. So, what's everyone working on? Are you guys just getting ready for bed or getting ready to start the day? Yeah, that's starting to look cool. This made the hard part. So I wanted to maintain most of the live edge that I could. Oh, that's gonna look nice. Yeah, over Thanksgiving, we saw a pretty large buck just out in western Nebraska. So I had the fiance's family, so like ranch area, and kind of some of the people that they help out with. And we saw a large one just hanging out, and just like, man, we really don't have those in southeast Nebraska. Like there's a few, but like wide bodies, but the rack was just like huge. You could just pretty much see that off in the distance, just standing tall. I bet there's good money in making just even the backs. That's very basic. I think it looks like it's like either cherry or walnut. Do you just cut them out with the jigsaw and then finish them up with the router? Or I'd love to see the process when you start working on that. Yeah. Well, hopefully it'll give you some steaks or some jerky or something. If I can do this without spilling the can. Focus. There we go. I'll give that a few minutes to kind of finish soaking in. Go get a dry one, then buff it in. I really just even like stuff like that, just those little accents. Oh, I haven't had a chance to show you guys this either. But last week we put up the pronghorns. That's pretty cool. Might lose connection, but stick around. I'll be back in hopefully a few minutes. A live edge here as well. Just kind of tie everything together. Still have to touch up some paint, but it's pretty cool. Show you another one of the sinks I've been working on. Another live edge. You gotta cut a small piece here, finish it, and I'll just kind of hide the sink a little bit better. But one thing I really liked what I did was it kind of wrapped up there, so it looks like the trees kind of hugging everything. So tried to hide the water lines the best we could. Then with that piece there, it'll be nice. Then that'll need a coat of finish. Then another chance to sand it a little bit. And hopefully on Thursday I'll be done, last coat. So fingers crossed. Yes, it was. Yep. yeah, they're an older couple and just kind of preparing for the future. So when I did those bow ties, I used my buddy's plunge router kit. It worked pretty good. It was fun to try out. It's definitely a little different. So I've been using these. I ran out of the Scotch-Brite. So, and should probably grab some more crocodile cloths. If you ever get a chance, you should check these out. I'm affiliated with them. So if you ever want to give them a go, just reach out to me. I'll send you my affiliate link. You'll receive a nice little discount. And I'll make a little bit of money, which, times like now, it's a win-win, especially because these last a long time. They were really good on these steps. I don't know if you can tell, but I did some this clear silicone because when they were laying the vinyl planking, there's a little bit of a gap, but it married everything together pretty well. But I hate caulking, so having these cloths, definitely helped. Oh, yeah. Nice. Well, I'll definitely have to check that out because, that'll just add another thing to the toolbox too, especially if I can learn from you, especially doing it the last 10 years. You've probably picked up a lot of information, a lot of tips and tricks and things like that. So that's the main thing. I forgot who it was, but they've been doing more of like the pedestals. Oh, nice. Yeah, I did at our winery here in Brownville, Nebraska. They are starting a speakeasy, so I did their countertops there and bar tops and stuff out of ash, and man, it turned out really cool. Hopefully, Saturday I'll film some of it there because now it's more open to the public, less hush hush. So. Well, it's good. It's good to step out of your comfort zone a little bit. And once you can dial that stuff in, sky's the limit. That's the reason why these counters are a little bit taller too. Because if you look at ADA stuff, it's usually like 29 inches to I think 34 or something. So it's hard to kind of get like a straight answer of what's right. My customer's husband, he's tall, so I kind of use my height as kind of. Cool. Yeah, I think that looks really good. What's nice with this finish is too, like down the road, if we want to coat over the top of it or something, so I really didn't want too much of a sheen. But down the road, someone might change their mind or something, or maybe they want it a little bit shinier. I wanted to get their armor coat, which is similar to what Blacktail has, a hydro coat or something like that, I believe. Yeah, I understand that. But, yeah, I really like those lights with the mirror. Let's go with that. To extend the box a little bit, the barn door, but just one of those things, those little details. I didn't make this door though, but the customer's friend, he built this, and it's awesome. Yeah, he should be coming back for Christmas, so hopefully, get a chance to chit chat more with him. Because it is cool just to learn little bits of tips and tricks from him, and because at first this was very pretty, but he took it out, beat it up with gravel, old nails, everything. But I think that's about it for tonight. And start cleaning up. It's 10:41, so I have work tomorrow. So I'll be cleaning up here and make sure to get a good night's rest, go to work, and be back here probably about 4:30, maybe 5 o'clock, 5 p.m. Do it all over. Well, y'all have a good night. Yeah, that'd be weird if it smelled like Aquafresh too. But I know exactly what you're talking about. All right. Well, y'all have a good night.